He's been on a tear since conference started, even the game before conference, coming off a 22-point game at Winthrop. I mean, he does it all, 50% from the field, 40% from the three-point line, and he is the reason why Charleston Southern is what they are.
Sumler, one of the best scorers during big set play as we are underway. First shot of the game is no good. Hassan missed it. Buccaneers get the rebound. On the other end, Luke Williams. Williams thought about a shot from the corner. Has to reset. Buccaneers have shot less than 30% from the field each of the last 5 games as Williams uncorks a 3. No good. Hassan with the rebound.
And that's what Charleston Southern's looking to do, man. They want to take a lot of threes, and that's why High Point wants to run them off the line, because they want to take a lot of threes, but they also have the ability to make a lot of threes as well.
Starters for the Panthers: Martin, Anderson, Aquino, Washington, and Hassan. For the Buccaneers, you get Sumler, Taylor, Williams, Hoffmeister, and Jones. As Martin lets one off the glass, no good. Reese Jones with the rebound. Bucks pushing the pace early. Sumler across the Hoffmeister. Underneath feed goes to Jones. Up and under is in. First points of the game, courtesy of Reese Jones.
We saw this last game as well. Charleston Southern wanted to make it a point of emphasis to try to give the ball to Reese Jones, try to score in the paint. That's exactly what they start off with tonight.
Response not good from Martin. Jones, back-to-back game scoring in double figures, had 15 points against a loss to Winthrop on Wednesday. Jones loses the dribble, and a foul is called as he was rubbing elbows there with Aquino. And it will be against Aquino, first foul of the game.
And that's great hustle right there by both Aquino and Jones diving on the floor. If you're High Point, you're fine with that foul as long as your players hustling, trying to get loose balls and be the first one to the floor, man. You can be okay with fouls like that.
Now checking in the game for the Buccaneers, number 11, Bryson Blaine, leads the team averaging almost 18 points per game, shooting 40% from the field, also 36% from deep. So he is the offensive threat, second in the Big Cat South in points per game.
Yeah, he's not your usual bench player, man. He's really dynamic, can score at all 3 levels, just like Alon Sumler. So look for him to be big tonight.
As William knocks down a corner 3, and it's an early 5-0 advantage to the home team.
Charleston Southern has so many guards that can just flat out shoot it, score, and do it all.
Aquino with a triple of his own.
This is going to be an interesting matchup because Aquino can really shoot it if he has wide open and has 10 toes to the rim, and Charleston Southern bigs usually like to play back. So it's going to be an interesting dynamic between the two.
That was his 5th triple on the season. As that ball swatted away, Aquino getting it done on both ends of the floor. Gets the block.
Yeah, Aquino really doesn't shoot it a lot. And like you said, it's only his 5th one on the year, but he can really make it if he's wide open, has 10 toes 3. I mean, he's a college basketball player, so he has the ability to make those shots if he's wide open.
So they're actually going to call Aquino on a foul for going over top of Blaine, and that'll send him to the charity stripe. So 2 early fouls for Aquino. That could change things up for the Panthers. And Blaine misses the first. This is an area that Charleston Southern has really struggled with in recent weeks. They miss 11 free throws at Winthrop, and with those close margins, it really comes down to those free throws in the late stages of the game.
Yeah, no doubt. I mean, they end up losing by, 4 points, and they miss 11 free throws. You think you can make half of those, you win the game. And the ability they have to shoot the ball, you think that their free throw percentage would be a little bit higher, but I know that's something they're working on every day, day in, day out. So they're working, show.
So Blaine goes 1 of 2, shooting 81% for the charity stripe this season. Martin towards the rim, shoots over Olalari. Second efforts, counted in 1. Excellent finish from Caden Miller, the true freshman, showing up early.
Yeah, Olalari comes over to help, so that leaves Bryson Blaine on the island by himself with the big trying to get that rebound, and Miller just too much, too big, too strong for Bryson Blaine right there.
Miller, a 4-time All-State and All-Conference first-team player, won 3 conference titles at Covington Catholic in Cincinnati, Ohio. Panthers go back to work. Washington to Anderson. Shot clock winding down. 5 seconds, 4 seconds. Working against Williams and O'Leary. Anderson nowhere to go, has to get a shot off. Miller can't get the rebound. Buccaneer basketball.
Yeah, Miller trying to tip it in right there. She just grab the ball with two hands, come down, and just go straight back up with it.
Heifmeister for three. Yes! Jesse Hoffmeister heating up early here in the Buck Dome.
Charleston Southern doing what they do best. Making teams miss, running the transition. And that right there was a secondary transition, but got a good shot, got a good three. And Hoffmeister can shoot it with the best of them.
Hoffmeister scoring double figures in 12 games this season, including 8 of the last 10. As a foul is called, it'll be against Hoffmeister. Got tangled up there underneath.
Yeah, Charleston Southern bench didn't like that one. They thought Hoffmeister got that clean, and I have to say it looked from our angle like he did, but I think Hoffmeister was holding Vincent Brady's off arm, and I think that's what the ref saw as well.
It looks like Brady's left arm got stuck. So Panthers on the inbounds. Anderson working against O'Leary. Little hook shot, and another foul is called. And that will be against O'Leary. So referees not afraid to blow those whistles here early.
Yeah, they're making the point of emphasis today. And as a player, you have to adjust to the whistle, right? You want to spend this first 4 minutes trying to fill out the refs and see how they want to call this game, whether it's going to be close, whether they're going to let it play physical. And it seems like they're going to call it close tonight, so look for both teams to adjust. Aquino got 2 quick ones, so he'll probably be on the bench for a good part of this first half, and see if Charleston Southern can be a little bit smarter than him and maybe show your hands a little bit more, put your chest in the ball a little bit harder, just so to show the refs that there's no contact here to be called.
And if there's one guy you don't want to go to the free throw line, it's Terry Anderson, shooting 77% from the charity stripe, coming off a 29-point performance against Longwood. Misses the second. Maintains a 3-point Buccaneer lead. Here's Franklin. Ball is tipped into the hands of Bradford. Bradford underneath. Ball is stripped out, goes off of his knee. So it'll be a Buccaneer turnover.
And that's what High Points does best. They really play aggressive on defense, and they put a lot of bodies on the ball. They throw the ball and really try to get steals. They're one of the best in the country at getting steals. So Charleston Southern has to be extra careful today.
Checking
with the ball, extra security.
Is Conrad, the transfer from Arizona. So some big-time transfers on this High Point team. Again, trying to win a second straight Big South championship. Anderson working against Blaine. They're going to call Blaine for the push. And that'll take us to a media timeout. Buccaneers showing out early. They lead it 9-6 against High Point. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back.
If you love to travel, Capital One has a rewards credit card that opens up a world of possibilities with Venture X.
In my opinion, I think you only have one arm. Once the ball handler turns his back to you, I think then it's a different way you're allowed to guard. I think that's a really quick, really cheap foul, and now you have a High Point, one of High Point's best players, and now one of Charleston Southern's best players on the bench for the rest of the half, and I hope both teams adjust, because I really just don't want this to be a foul contest, you know what I mean?
So inbound goes to the Panthers. They've gone about 2 minutes without a basket. Conrad works the point, guarded by Franklin. Conrad to the rim, gets it to go.
Conrad plays with really, really good pace. He's really fast, but he can slow it down. He's really quick as well, so his stop and goes are really fast and really quick.
Speaking of fast, cleared for takeoff, Terry Anderson. What a flush.
Watch your head. Oh, my goodness, what a play from Terry Anderson.
High Point, second in the nation in fast break points. Almost 22 a game. Saw the first one right there as Bradford lets go for three. How about it? Devin Bradford doesn't shoot many threes, but makes that one count.
Good job on Bradford right there, having short-term memory loss, man. Getting dunked over at your head and come back down, knock down a three. Says take that, High Point.
Anderson in traffic, gets underneath, and the foul is called. That looked like a clean block from behind by Bradford.
Yeah, it looked like there was a little bit of contact right there. Terry Anderson really does a good job when he gets in the paint. He shows the ball a lot, gives you a lot of pump fakes, and it throws you off balance. If you don't jump, then he just tries to jump straight through you, but he'll give you about 3 pump fakes right here. Bradford kind of jumped into him, and Ruff gave him the foul. Good play right there from Terry Anderson.
So just over 5 minutes going here in the opening half. Already 5 team fouls for Charleston Southern. Something to keep an eye on. We mentioned you don't want to get the Panthers to the charity stripe. As a team, they're shooting 73% at second in the Big South. Announcers chink because Anderson makes the first. Luke Williams checks back into the game, as does Reese Jones. Still a 12-10 Buccaneer lead here. As the Buck Dome is buzzing here on a Saturday afternoon, students are starting to crawl back from their holiday break, so good atmosphere here in one of the smallest venues in Division I basketball. It's cozy for sure.
No doubt, but it gets loud. It gets loud. That's why it's a nice home court advantage.
And if the Buccaneers can hang around, this place will reverberate.
Yeah,
You'll feel the shockwaves all through Charleston. Hoffmeister, the Taylor. Feeds Hoffmeister again and loads a three! Jesse Hoffmeister is 2 for 2 from deep. And if the Buccaneers are going to stand a chance, he will have to stay hot.
Yeah, Jesse Hoffmeister is an absolute sniper. And High Point better start focusing on him and figuring out ways at all times. He's going to have a big, big night.
Brady, the second shot is short. Rebound by Sumler. Hoffmeister, why not? Not quite on that one, but Williams gets the rebound. And the Buccaneers will reset. Hoffmeister this time to the rim. And that'll be a goaltend. Miller came in there late. So all of a sudden, Jesse Hoffmeister starting to heat up. Taking another look here. Yeah, that ball was on the downswing as Miller smacks his legs. He knew he was just a touch too early, though.
Yeah, Hoffmeister's hard to guard because he's really expanded his game. He can now put it on the deck and really get to the cup. He's trying to turn into a full 3-level scorer because he's an absolute sniper. So people are going to start running him off the three-point line, and now he has the ability to finish at the rim as well, man. He's hard to guard.
Currently an 8-1 Buccaneer run over the last 90 seconds. Anderson trying to get the Panthers back into it. Oh, how about that? Swatted away by Reese Jones. Leads the conference in blocks and showcased it right there. Taylor from the corner. No. And Jones tried to save it and sends it into the stands. So Reese Jones, the block master himself, taking a look here.
This defense is what it is because of Reese Jones and Gus O'Leary. They really protect the rim, protect the paint, and anytime anybody drives in there, they're trying to block it every time. And that's why Charleston Southern is one of the best teams in the country at holding teams to low 2-point percentages, because when they drive into Reese Jones, they're driving into O'Leary, and they swat it away. Or if they don't get the block, they do a great job of altering the opponent's shot.
That's his 33rd block this season. As the Buccaneers continue to give the Panthers fits here in the early going. Washington working against Franklin. Spinorama, and the foul is called. Looked like a little bit of a hip check in there by Franklin.
Yeah, no doubt. And High Point is a really, really efficient team, and they make threes and they shoot threes at a high clip. But the reason they're so efficient, top 10 in the country efficient, is because they get twos, they get the twos that they want, and they take smart shots. And as you can tell earlier, they put an emphasis on trying to get that ball in the paint. And they're going to keep doing it no matter how many times Reese Jones blocks their shot. They're going to keep attacking. They have good positional size at the 2, 3, and 4. So they're going to try to bully Charleston Southern to their paint and get what they want.
So we mentioned all the great free throws, but that miss right there, High Point's now 2 of 6 from the line to start this game. She makes the second one. Coming into the game, High Point, 21st of the nation in free throws made at about 20 per game. They've already been to the line 6 times. Williams in the paint, looking for Jones. Can't quite get the alley-oop. And a rebound there by Singari. Conrad working against Williams. He nearly swatted it away. Conrad. Oh, trying to feed Anderson underneath. Singari. Shot clock at 10. Anderson to the rim. Off the glass and in. Wins that battle against Jones.
Yeah, that's Terry Anderson again, just his patience when he gets into the paint and throws defenders off. And there was another time he pump faked a couple times and got Reese Jones in there a little too early.
How about that? Take a bow, Jacob Taylor. That was not easy. Buccaneers showing some real fight here in the opening 10 minutes. Singari to Conrad. Conrad for three. Not quite. Williams with the rebound. Bucks go back to work. Oh, nice spin by Taylor. Gets caught, needs some help. Jones bails him out. Franklin thought about a three. Lets one go. No.
And Franklin to get more time, especially with Bryson Blaine on the bench with 2 fouls. We probably won't see him for the rest of the half. So look where Franklin get a lot more minutes this half.
So Hassan with the three miss, but a foul is called. I think that was against Franklin. That'll take us to another media timeout. Buccaneers showing out early. They lead it 19-14. You're watching Big South Men's Basketball on ESPN+.
Plays right there, but Bradford responded right back in the next possession with a three of his own. And that's what you have to have if you're a good basketball player, man. You got to have short-term memory loss. And kudos to him for jumping, right? I mean, a lot of players in college wouldn't even jump. And that's how Charleston Southern bigs are. Not just him, Reese, and Olaire are the same way.
You're not going to shoot lights out every single game, but are you surprised that the Panthers are only 5 of 14 from the field to start this game, about 35%?
Yeah, I'm not totally surprised because Charleston Southern does a really, really good job of guarding. And we've watched him day in, day out hold teams to what they're holding High Point right now. Now, High Point is one of the more efficient teams in the country. Like, they're top in the country in effective field goal percentage. They're 8th in the country, actually, and they shoot about 60%. So, like, this is not like them, but this is what Charleston Southern does. And they really have guards that can really guard, and Reese Jones and Olaire do a really, really good job of, if their guards get beat, of protecting the paint. So this doesn't surprise me one bit.
Also a bit of a surprise. The Panthers just 3 of 7 from the free throw line, make that 4 of 8. As Anderson knocks down the first one. Only area of concern right now for Charleston Southern is Jaquias Franklin and Bryceland Bain, each with 2 fouls here in the early going. 17 fouls overall. So
yeah, they're really a deep team when it comes to their guards. But Amari Caraway is not active tonight, and now one of them are going to have to play 2 fouls, and Bryson Blaine's back in the game, so he needs to be really careful to not pick up another one.
Scoot Caraway has not played since New Year's Eve, had a bit of an ankle injury, so one of the better three-point shooters on this team. We'll hope he's on the mend and back in the lineup soon. So Yusuf Singari picks up a foul, got a little tangled up there with Olaire. Buccaneer lead trimmed to just 3 as Sumler trying to work in the paint. He's stuck, needs some help. Hoffmeister bails him out. Here's Blaine. Son Nimley very upset. He wanted him to take that 3. Instead, it's a turnover. Hassan dishes it out. An offensive foul is called. Anderson extended that elbow a little too far.
He didn't. He's been doing it all game, and he finally got the call right there. On the other end, Bryson Blaine has to take that shot. When you pass up a good shot like that, especially from a knockdown shooter like he is, like you tend to not get good stuff after that. You want to pass up good shots with great shot, but that's a wide open shot, so that's a great shot that he has to shoot.
Pretty easy vantage point for our referee, Corey Haney. Our other officials, Owen Lucky and Adam James. See what the Buccaneers can do. The foul is called there on the reach by Brady the second.
Yeah, I mean, this ref is keeping up with what he was doing, and he's calling a lot of them. He's calling a lot of them, and I wonder if he'll adjust in the second half maybe, or maybe the teams will just have to adjust. But he's calling it tight, and we have 12 fouls in 10 minutes already.
Olaire working against Miller, and Miller gets called for the foul. So all of a sudden it feels like the whistles have gone in favor of the Buccaneers after a couple there.
Yeah, I mean, they're even. High Point has 6, Charleston Southern has 7. Both teams are in the bonus with 10 minutes to play. You would like for the refs to kind of let the players play, but, I mean, the players need to adjust and get their hands off, show their hands, and not give a refs a reason to call the foul.
And they play into the hands of the Panthers. They are a very deep team as Hoffmeister's shot just can't drop. Brady Working against Williams. Brady backs it up. Sets up again. Finds the sharpshooter Johnston. Back to Brady for three. Out and into the hands of Hoffmeister.
It's a beautiful possession right there from High Point. Turn up a good shot for a great shot. Wide open through, you're taking every possession down the floor.
Halfway through the first half here. Buccaneers still leading. Bryson Blaine, a hard-fought layup.
Yeah, he wasn't going to hold him down for too long. I mean, he's been on the bench for foul trouble. Him and Alam are going to get what they get. You know what I mean? Like, they're going to do what they do. So, good job from High Point. You just have to hope that it's going to continue. And what a play right there.
Rob Martin falling forward, gets the bucket and one.
And I don't know how he got that shot to fall. That was phenomenal right there. Overall layer over the 6'10" guy, throws it up, gets the friendly roll.
Wow, Martin, the SEMO transfer, named first team Big South all preseason. Third in the Big South in assists, second in steals. But he's also a pretty sharp shooter as well. Had a season high 21 points against UAB earlier this year.
Yeah, between him and Conrad, I think High Point probably has the best point guard combo in the Big South. Coach plays them together when they do.
And another missed free throw.
When they do, Rob Martin has the ball in his hand. So it's a fun dynamic when they play together, but usually they rotate and there's no drop off at all from one to the next.
So High Point now just 5 of 11 from the free throw line. Buccaneers have only been there twice. The Panthers showing a bit of a press now. Here's Franklin. Oh, nice feed into Bradford. Turnaround jumper, too strong. Had that hook shot, just couldn't finish. Martin working against Sumler. Martin, spin around, jumper, rims around and falls.
One thing about Rob Martin that I love about his game, it gets him in trouble sometimes, but him being at about 5'9", 5'10", he's not afraid to take it in the paint and mix it up.
Sumler to the lane. No, can't finish. Martin jumper, second effort, no good. Gets his own rebound. A basket here can give the Panthers their first lead of the game. Shot clock at 10. Martin, kick out. Hasten for three. No. Rebound. Back to Johnston. And somehow that loose ball finds Skate Taylor. Taylor. Hoffmeister for three. Count it and one. Jesse Hoffmeister with a chance at the rare 4-point play.
Jesse Hoffmeister is in that mode, man. He's in that mode in fuego, on fire, having a big game. Not 3 for 4 from the 3-point.
4 from deep, and he has a chance to finish a 4-point play here with a free throw.
And that's the best part about this Charleston Southern team. Alon Sumner can have 0 points throughout this half, but you have, and Bryson Blaine can have 3 points, but you have Hoffmeister who has 11, and the points are just so spread out that you can have 24 points and have a 4-point lead and potentially a 6-point lead, depending on what happens on the free throw line right here.
Well, it looks like it's going to be Devin Bradford taking the free throw, so the foul was not against Hoffmeister.
Yeah, I think the foul was on the pick. I think High Point's defender, or the ref said that High Point's defender maybe pushed him or tried to fight around that screen a little too hard, and they got the foul while Hoffmeister was in the shooting act. So then you would go to the line and the points still count.
Great explanation. I don't need the referee. I've got you right here with me, buddy. So Bradford hits the first, can't hit the second. Maintains a 5-point Buccaneer lead. Washington, straight to the hoop. Can't finish, but draws the foul. And that'll be against the guy who just took the free throws, Bradford.
I mean, that's a good job from Bradford right there, contesting the shot. The problem is he only showed one hand. You got to jump up with both, and you got to jump up vertical. You got to jump from A to A, stay in your plane. He kind of jumped from A to B with one of his hands down. It's going to be a foul every time.
So Washington, another missed free throw. This rim just has not been kind to the Panthers so far. See another look there at the foul. You're right, only one hand up there from Bradford. So Panthers 5 of 11 from the free throw line. Washington's second attempt connects. Panthers showing press as Sumler and Williams bring it up. Williams. Sumler for three. How about it? Alon Sumler from deep, and the Buccaneers keep their foot on the gas.
Need it, gotta have it.
Martin, little alley-oop to Miller, and the foul on Jones.
High Point's really working this pick and roll. They're doing a great job between Conrad and Martin. Are really figuring out this pick and roll. And I have to say, quick side note, Conrad Martinez, back of his jersey says Conrad, and that's his first name. So I had to ask the coaches about it. And they say it's just a preference thing. He just wanted Conrad on the back of his jersey. But his real name is actually Conrad Martinez. But since I see Conrad, I guess I just have to say Conrad, but I feel bad for not calling by his last name. But they're working. They're killing their pick and roll. Their bigs are really doing a good job of running towards the rim. And High Point has really athletic bigs, so they can get on the rim fast.
One thing to note, too, Panthers in the double bonus the rest of this half. About 7 minutes to go here in the Buck Dome. Buccaneers lead by 5.
High Point with a press right there to really slow things down for Charleston Southern. They have a couple different looks that they'll throw at you, whether it's man-to-man, whether it's trapping, to try to get some steals and junk up the game.
The other Bradford, Nate, can't hit the corner three, and back come the Panthers. Washington working against Jones, and that goes. Scotty Washington starting to heat up. Jones to Taylor, needs some help. Sumler thought about a three. Into the paint instead and draws the foul.
Sumler turned down the good shot right there. Some of his coaches wanted him to shoot it. Ends up driving it to his right hand, to his strong hand, what he's so good at, and getting that foul right there. See if he can go to the line, knock a couple down, see a couple more shots go through. I mean, he's having a good overall game. Only has 3 points, but has 3 rebounds, 4 assists, no turnovers. He's been big time.
7 straight games scoring double figures for Sumler. He's 9th in the Big South in scoring, about 15.5 points per game. First free throw is good. That's an area you'd like to improve in, hitting only about 60%. But you have to be impressed so far if you're Charleston Southern. They are putting up a solid fight against the kings of the Big South.
They are, and they're not. And they don't view them as the kings, right? They just view them as another team that's just coming into the Buck Dome trying to take home court advantage from them. But they treat them like any other team, protecting home court and trying to get the job done.
Second free throw rings out. Miller to Martin. Martin lets go of a three, and it's good.
And this is unfortunate right there from Charleston Southern. Bryson playing trip. Coaches wanted a foul from the pick, thinking that he got tripped.
Feed to Hoffmeister, up and under, no good.
I think that was just an unfortunate sequence right there.
Last touch by Hoffmeister, and taking another look here. Yeah, Jones collided there with Miller. That looked like it hurt. Picks up his second personal.
Going to the line for HBU is number 7, Keith Miller, shooting.
They got Bryson Blaine with 2, Franklin with 2, Bradford with 2, and Reese Jones with 2. I mean, they need to. Charleston Southern really needs to be careful and not get anybody else in foul trouble for the rest of this half.
Yeah, the depth on the bench, they've got some players, not so many bigs, as we see Lachey O'Leary. He and Jones are pretty much the 2 bigs that Buccaneers have. We mentioned Caraway is unavailable today. Anthony Gauze has only played in 1 game this season. A.J. Gladio and Easton Hupp are walk-ons, so Buccaneers could be in some trouble if their guards and big men start picking up more fouls. As we have a tie game at 29. 5:46 to go. An offensive foul is called on O'Leary. He can't believe it.
Now O'Leary has 2. So you got another one. I mean, you also have Bradford on the bench as well that can come in and play the 5 position. So maybe he'll get some more minutes in the final 5 of this half.
Jumper, no good. Buccaneers just won of their last 5. Trying to end a 7-1 run by the Panthers as Loshay Olalari gets fouled on the way up. I don't know what that shot was, but it's kind of a pirouette that didn't go.
Yeah, and I think High Point bailed him out right there by not going vertical. High Point really does a good job with the low man coming over, but Terry Anderson was late right there, jumped across O'Leary's arms. And O'Leary threw up what he threw up, but luckily he got the foul call from the refs and
who said
can
that,
knock one of these down.
Yeah, who said that 6'11" guys can't be graceful? Got a little soft touch there. More importantly, though, Terry Anderson picks up his 3rd personal, so he'll likely head to the bench. That could be a big loss as Olalari misses the first free throw.
It is. He'll be done for the half, so they need to play without him for 5 minutes, and he's their leading scorer. He's the guy they go to get a bucket, so Conrad will probably have to pick it up. Warren Martin will have to pick it up, and we'll see what else they have.
So Braden Hassan checks in for Anderson, and Jacob Taylor checks in for Bryson Blaine, who also has 2 personals.
They have other players that can really score it as well, like Scotty Anderson had 29 against Asheville early in the year. So
I haven't seen Cameron Fletcher either. He's a 2-time Big South Player of the Week. Did not play in their last outing against Gardner-Webb. Here's Martinez working against Anderson. How about that? Managed to go up and over Olalari, and the Panthers take their first lead of the game. Williams to Taylor. Back to Williams. Hoffmeister for 3. Short. And it'll be a turnover. Taylor just couldn't save it.
Yeah, Fletcher is inactive for this game. He's been inactive the past 2 games, so they're without him. That's why they're going to need some other scorers to step up, and we'll see if they can score with Charleston Southern, or the opposite, if Charleston Southern can keep up with them.
About 4.5 to go here in the opening half. Panthers take their first lead of the game as Martin weaving around. Martinez. So Martin again working against Taylor. Leans in and draws the foul. Son Nimley is beside himself. He can't believe it. And he's on the court making a case for his guy.
Yeah, that one really didn't look like a foul right there. It looked pretty clean. He's showing both his hands straight up. He just went into his chest and just threw something up, and the ref gave him a foul.
Ref also just gave Son Nimley a warning.
I really don't like the way the refs are really calling this game, man. They're calling it tight, and they're calling a lot of touchy fouls, and it's unfortunate for the pace of play, for the feel of the game, for the players.
Martin knocks down the first one as Franklin checks back in for the Bucks. So here's another look at that foul. I don't know. What do you think looking at that second time around?
Yeah, I don't think that's a foul. I think the ref just rewarded him for taking a bad shot, and you don't want that.
Panthers go 2 of 2. They lead by 3. Buccaneers need something here late in the first half. Franklin. To Olalari. And they're going to call another foul. And the fans are starting to lay into the refs.
And that'll be O'Leary's 3rd, so he'll probably be done for the half as well. That's just unfortunate. He's holding the ball, just turning, and the high point defender hit him in the butt. I think he might have stuck his butt out a little bit on the turn. Yeah, and kind of pivoted backwards, and that's going to be a foul. So he's done for the half, and we'll see what Bradford can do.
Hassan for 3. Miller with the rebound. Martinez with the response. Still up in the air. And Miller's going to draw another foul. And that one's going to go against Bradford, his 3rd. And that takes us to our final media timeout of the first half as the fans here in the Buck Dome voicing their displeasure. Don't go anywhere. You're watching Big South Basketball on ESPN+.
Everyone wants to win, but not everyone puts in the extra work. The alarms.
It's done here with the Buccaneers' alma mater, the 2015 Big South Player of the Year, now trying to lead his alma mater to the promised land. Right now the Bucs are in a dogfight with the Panthers as Caden Miller at the line to shoot 2 shots. So the Buccaneers facing an uphill battle in terms of fouls. O'Leary with 3, Devin Bradford with 3, Jaquias Franklin and Bryson Blaine and Reese Jones each with 2. That last one we saw maybe a little questionable, and maybe the basketball god sent in a sign as Miller misses the first. Second attempt rattles around before dropping. So Panthers lead by 4, 3:45 to go here in the opening half. Here's Williams. Sumler needs some help. Jones, the Sumler. Open 3 on the way. No. Rebound by Washington. And the Buccaneers have gone cold as of late. And an offensive foul is called, and the Buccaneer fans applaud.
Yes, I never talked about that one. As soon as he set the pick, he was screaming, moving, trying to get that foul. He's been doing it all game, and coach has been trying to get that card, and the refs finally give it to him.
So Buccaneers have been scoreless in the last 2+ minutes of play. They're one of their last 4. It's currently a 13-2 Panther run. Their best streak so far. Oh, nice feed. Sumler, Blaine for 3. That's what we're talking about. Bryson Blaine ends the drought and brings the Buccaneers to within 1.
It doesn't matter how long he sits on the bench, man. He's going to get up firing, man. And he came ready to play, and it's unfortunate for the foul situation.
Hassan for 3. That's the response.
Hassan's a sniper, man. I was watching him warm up. He can absolutely shoot it. Off the move, off the dribble, anything you want.
76% from triple. A Sumler to the rim. So all of a sudden, both teams find a little bit of offense here late in the first half. Martinez, Hassan, Martin. Washington working against Sumler. Jones swats it away. Reese Jones, all ball. How about it?
Reese Jones sending it right back to where it came from.
That guy has the right idea. No.
Sending it right back to where he came from. If you see Alon Sumler, he's going to go off to Reese Jones, man, knowing Reese Jones is coming over to swat it away.
Whew. Lord, oh Lord, that replay. Martin can't get the shot off. Shot clock did not reset, and the Buccaneers with a great defensive stand.
And that's why Reese Jones needs to be on the floor. The whole possession right there is credited to Reese Jones with the block. Kind of being on the hip side for Alon Sumler coming over, and then that causes the shot clock violation because now it throws high point off.
So under 2 minutes to go here in the opening half. Remains a 2-point game. Here's Blaine in traffic working against Miller. Feeds Jones underneath. Jones count it and 1. Reese Jones, a one-man wrecking crew, flexes on him.
Reese Jones doing it on both ends of the floor, getting the block, coming on the other end, getting the and 1. Putting on a show for the Bucs fans.
That's one thing we talked about with Sa and Emily is this team loved to shoot threes during the non-conference season, but teams were able to adjust, so now they are much more cognizant of getting into the low post and getting guys like O'Leary and Jones really involved. As Jones connects on a three-point play, and the Buccaneers retake the lead. Martin spins, lets one go, nice touch.
Yeah, Rob Martin plays with such good plays. Both of the point guards do. Get in the paint. and getting what they want when they want.
Oh, nice back door. Here's Blaine. Too strong. Second effort to Jones. Gets his own rebound. Third attempt. Hoffmeister's there. Last touch by the Bucks. We're going to have a discussion here because the one referee on the far side pointed that it was Buccaneer ball. The other pointed to the Panthers. So we're going to go to a quick review. We'll keep it right here with Hassan and yep, call is confirmed. So play Panther basketball with 1:15 to go here in the first half. Martinez, oh, clean shot to the rim, alley-oop! Caden Miller with the flush.
That boy getting on that rim today, baby, getting on that rim. What a play, what a pass from Conrad, what a finish from Miller. It's a beautiful play right there.
You'll see that one on the highlight reel tonight. Miller got up there. I believe that foul went against Bryson Blaine, which would be his third. Miller unable to finish. So it's a three-point game.
Bryson Blaine has to be a little bit smarter than that. Sometimes you kind of got to give up 2 points, especially when you have 2 fouls, man. You don't want to get that third.
Williams, Taylor in the corner. Hoffmeister. Williams thought about a three. Now he lets it go. Nothing doing. And Conrad gets the rebound. 40 seconds to go. Martinez to Hassan. Miller. Hassan. Hoffmeister in his face. Little jumper to Miller. And a late whistle is called. Miller's even in disbelief. And that is going to go against Jones. His third. And Son Nimley quite literally almost just walked off the court in disgust.
Yeah, I mean, it looked like he hit him on the waist, but I think he missed him. But I think Miller just missed a layup, and it came from a late whistle. The ref wanted to see the play out. But, I mean, I don't know about that one, man. I think some of these plays just need to be play-ons, and the refs kind of just got to get out the game a little bit. I mean, it's been, 28 foul calls in one half, man. That's a lot of fouls.
Well, Miller missed both free throws, so 12 of 23 for the Panthers at the free throw line. And the Buccaneers will have the final shot, trailing by 3. Here's Sumler. He's going to drive, lay it up and in. 5 seconds, 4 seconds. Martin can get a shot off. Lets one go. No. Shot is waved off. But an electric first half comes to a close. High Point battles back. They lead it by 1, 41-40 at halftime. Stick around. The Jersey Mike's halftime report comes up on the...
And Reese Jones block shots, O'Leary block shots, and they're going to continue to do that.
Just to run it down again, Reese Jones, Bryson Blaine, Devin Bradford, and Lachey O'Leary, each with 3 personal fouls. Jaquias Franklin with 2. Hoffmeister, Taylor, and Williams, each with 1. Sumler has none. Sumler went 3 for his last 4 to close out the half. We'll see if he can carry the Buccaneers here in the early going. Williams to Taylor.
And they also have the ability to play some small ball as well if it gets to that point.
Hoffmeister for 3. Nothing but net. Jesse Hoffmeister.
Picking up right where he left off, Jesse Hoffmeister burning the net just like he did in the first half.
And the Buccaneers retake the lead in a turnover. And here come the Bucks. Sumler brings it up the court. Aquino back in the game. He had 3 fouls early in the first half. Hoffmeister to the rim. Not quite. Rebound by Jones. Muscles his way and gets it to go. Reese Jones, Superman.
And Charleston Southern's not the only team experiencing foul trouble in this game, right? Aquino had 2 quick ones in the first half, so he's going to try to be a little bit more careful and not play as aggressive on defense as well.
Robert, mid-shot, sends it long to Hoffmeister, and he's going to set up the offense. Or is he? Little deception there. Williams. Sumler for three. Too strong. Ball still down. Rebound goes to Anderson. Panthers push the pace. Anderson working against Williams. And there's a foul on Hoffmeister. He jumped a little too early.
Yeah, again, we spoke to him in the first half. Terry Anderson was in some foul trouble, so he's been sitting for a while as well. But he does a great job of patience when he gets in there. I think that was Reese Jones with a block, and then you see these 3 shot fakes, and as soon as he sees somebody jump, he just jumps right into him and gets him a foul.
So Anderson looked to improve the Panthers' margin at the charity stripe. Just 12 of 23 in that first half. Hits the first. Cuts it to a 3-point Buccaneer lead. So Bucks on a 7-0 run if you take into account some of the shots they made at the end of the first half. As a team, High Point just one of their last 4. Anderson goes 2 for 2. So if you're just tuning in, High Point had the largest victory or margin of victory in Big South history earlier this week against Gardner-Webb, as that ball is tipped away by Aquino. And he thought that might be the type of game we see here today, with the Panthers averaging 94 points per game this season. But the Buccaneers are giving them everything they've got, and it's a 2-point contest here in the Buck Dome.
Yeah, man, these are 2 teams that really try to shoot as fast as they can.
Sumler for 3, too strong. Rebound, last touch by Hoffmeister. No, they're going to say it was Aquino. And the referees, after a quick chat, changed the call.
Yeah, I think that was a pretty obvious win. I don't know if the other ref didn't see it, but I think that was pretty obviously off of Hoffmeister. Luckily, the refs got together and stopped it before we had to go to a review and slow the game down.
Right there off his forearm. So here come the Panthers. Martinez to Martin. Aquino hit a 3 earlier, working against Ola Larry. Backs him up. Can't get it to go. Sumner with the rebound. Buccaneers pushing the pace here in the second half. Hoffmeister for 3. Off the mark. And you don't see that too often from Jesse Hoffmeister.
Not at all, but he better not stop shooting it, man. He better keep throwing it, because, man, his shots are falling, the shot looks good. That one outlier shouldn't lower his confidence any bit.
Hoffmeister 4 of 7 from deep. That shot's no good. Anderson gets his own rebound. Ola Larry standing tall. Can't get it to go, and Ola Larry wins the battle.
Great job of Ola Larry right there. Going up vertical and high, not falling for the point flex. That was beautiful.
Williams to the 10.
And Charleston Southern doing what they do best. Getting a miss and running in transition. Luke Williams, the head of the snake, getting all the way to the cup.
So the Buccaneers come out refreshed to start the second half. And the Buck Dome is buzzing. Panthers swing it around. Aquino against Ola Larry with the shoulder. No call, and he'll get the bucket. Oh, Williams, nice move. Hoffmeister looked for a kick out, didn't have an outlet. Williams, 3 on the way. Yes! Luke Williams starting to heat up, and the Buccaneers hit their 9th triple of the game.
You better not blink, because Hop on always in the paint.
Aquino with the response. No. But the rebound to Anderson. And he's fouled by Ola Larry, and he picks him off the floor. Just mistimed that jump. And Ola Larry picks up his 4th personal.
He does. That's Terry doing what he do best again, man. Getting in the paint, pump faking, getting somebody to jump, and getting to the free throw line.
Terry Anderson to the line, we mentioned, a 77% free throw shooter this season. 6 of 8 on the day. The Buccaneers are going to make some substitutions. Blaine, Jones, and Franklin set the check in. Anderson hits the first. Panthers make a substitution as well as Vincent Brady checks back in.
Correction, number 2, Vincent Brady, second.
Can't connect on the second. Jones with the rebound. Panthers applying the pressure here. Williams, oh, nice give and go.
Hey! Get on that rim, Reese Jones.
And the big fella throws it down with authority. Fans like that one. Aquino working against the double team. Backdoor can't go. Nice job there by the Bucks. Blaine for 3. Too strong. Could have been a great sequence there for Charleston Southern. And that takes us to a media timeout, but not after some fireworks by Reese Jones. Buccaneers lead it 52-46. Don't go anywhere. Here's one more look at that dunk.
The winners are made.
Back here in the Bucktown, let's take a look at some of the upcoming broadcasts brought to you by Home Telecom. Men's basketball back home on the 14th against USC Upstate. Then the women have 3 straight games here at home. It's Gardner-Webb, High Points, and Radford to wrap up the month of January. Back here right now, Buccaneers giving the Panthers everything they've got. Anderson working against Jones. Hook shot can't go, and the rebound to Jones.
Good job right there from Reese Jones, not falling for the pump fake. If we don't fall for the pump fake, Terry Anderson struggles to score over length.
Luke Williams. Oh, ball knocked away, back into the hands of Williams. Shot clock at 10. Someone. Let's the 3 go. No. Brady with the rebound. And Rob Martin got tangled up there with Sumler, and he'll draw his first personal.
It's not too bad for Alam Slumber. Maybe get a foul right there. Have your defense set, especially because you don't have any fouls. Now it's only his first. I mean, but what a past 3 minutes from Luke Williams. Having a big-time layup, then hitting a big-time 3, then having a great pass to Reese Jones for the alley. I mean, he's been phenomenal in the past couple minutes.
Luke Williams, 8 points on 3 of 5 shooting. He's been the facilitator as well. 3 assists and 3 boards to go for it as that layup is good by Terry Anderson. Blaine draws the foul. Holding call there. So that'll be on Anderson. That's his 4th. So probably the most prolific scorer today for the Panthers, facing 4 personal fouls. And he will check out.
Yeah, he's going to have to sit down for a while. Probably about for the last 5 minutes of the game. He'll probably sit down and come back in and finish the game.
Abkar Diallo of Dakar, Senegal, checks in for the first time today. Conrad Martinez to Aquino. Aquino working against Jones, still going. Brady for 3, well off the mark. And the ball's going to stay with the Panthers. Looks like Franklin last touched it. That foul on Anderson, just the first team foul by the Panthers this half. They went a whole almost 6 minutes. Johnston, the sharpshooter, no. And that's what's scary about Johnston when he's in this game. He's got a quick shot, quick release, and he can be dangerous. Hoffmeister tangled up. And Diallo guarding him well.
Like we talked about in the first half, we're going to see the refs kind of go into halftime, make some adjustments, and it seemed like they played off the whistle a little bit. They're not calling it as tight. We only have 4 fouls through 6 minutes. And this is the type of style of play that, as a player, that you will want. Like, you don't want whistle after whistle after whistle. You want to be able to play a little bit. You want some contact. You don't want the quick whistles and the refs calling all these touch fouls. So good for the refs making the adjustment.
And Son Nimley not taking any chances. Reese Jones checks out. Devin Bradford checks back in. As the ball Sumler can't control it. Aquino comes up with it. Martin, Johnston from the corner. No. Rebound to Blaine.
It's like in the first half, though, they've probably been over the back. And now they're just letting it play on.
Oh, almost a little give and go there. Franklin. Sumler, 3 on the way. No. Bradford almost got the rebound. And a foul is going to be called. And they're going to call over the back.
HBU personal foul, call that number 8.
Yep, that's going to be on Aquino.
Team second.
Buccaneer fans are about to be beside themselves. That was another foul on the Bucks underneath their own basket.
Yeah, no doubt. And it's really cool to see how these coaches play these foul games, right? Because you have players with 4, you have players with 3. Seeing if you'll let the player play with 3, if you'll let the player play with 4. Kind of depending on how your style of coaching.
Hoffmeister can't quite connect on the 3. Martinez with the rebound. Here come the Panthers. Martin blistering down the court. Diallo. And Martinez will set up shot from the top. Tightly guarded by Williams. Martinez lets one go. Talk about acrobatics.
That was a phenomenal play right there from Conrad Martinez. Getting that to go after falling like that, man, it's a tough layup over a great defender in Luke Williams.
Buccaneers have gone cold as of late. Almost 3 minutes without a field goal. As Sumler gets tangled up. And that'll be a foul on Johnston.
And I think this is when High Point had their success in the first half when they played Conrad and Rob Martin together. And this is what we're seeing right here. It's hard to guard having both of them on the floor at the same time, one playing in 1, one playing in 2. And Charleston Southern struggled with it in the first half, so I'm happy to see High Point go back to it and see how it looks in this half and see what Coach Nimley adjustment he makes for it.
The look there as Johnston got him on the arm. Jones inbounds it.
Go to work.
Against Miller. Oh, try to get the dunk. Second effort. Reese Jones. Can't stop, won't stop. Reese Jones is a monster.
Oh, baby, the fact that he even tried the first dunk is impressive, man, and gets it back and goes right back up as if it don't work the first time, it's going to work the second time.
Martin, effort, no good. Williams on the rebound. Blaine, in traffic, draws the foul, and that's 2 quick ones from Johnston. And Nimley just about bites his fingernails every single time he hears that whistle blown. Taking a look here, Blaine. Try to work against Johnson. It could have been Robin there on the reach, too, on Martin. Is Nate Bradford checks back in. So 12:06 to go here in the second half. Buccaneers holding a 4-point lead. Trying to snap a 17-game conference winning streak by High Point. Dating back to last year, the reigning Big South champions. Jones to Williams. Williams almost lost his footing there. Shot clock at 9. Taylor can't get the shot off. Loses the ball. Shot on the way. Too strong. Miller with the rebound.
It's a messy possession right there from Charleston Southern.
Washington in traffic over the head of Jones. That rims out. So a lucky bounce for the Bucks.
Those are the plays I talk about. Reese Jones doesn't get the block, but he just alters a shot. Like, he doesn't get any credit right there, but great
Reese
defense.
Jones, not this time. Buccaneers wanted a foul. Diallo in traffic, and it's called off. Offensive foul. I believe they said Miller on the illegal screen.
High-point personal foul called on number 7, Caden Miller.
That is, in fact, the call, and that takes us to immediate timeout. Buccaneers, dare we say, upset brewing. Back and forth we go here in North Charleston as the Buccaneers maintain a 4-point lead over High Point. So we check in on Alon Sumler. 8 points on 3 of 9 shooting. 5 assists and 4 boards. Strong performance from him today. Just over 11 minutes to go here from the Buck Dome. Fans on their feet. Great basketball displayed by both teams this afternoon. Sumler. Shot clock at 10. Sumler to the rim. Short. Jones with the putback, and it's good.
Reed Jones has been huge today. 12 rebounds already, 11 points, 3 blocks. I mean, he's been nothing short of great today.
Jones with 13 points coming up on his season high. He had 15 against Winthrop earlier this week. Aquino facing a double team. Martinez back to Aquino. Loses the ball into the hands of Hoffmeister. Taylor to the rim. Shot blocked from behind by Aquino. Here's Rob Martin the other way, and he'll lay it off the glass and in. Easy 2 for the Panthers.
Yeah, just not a smart play right there from Jacob Taylor, especially going up on the right side with your left hand with a defender right there. I mean, he's just asking to get your shot blocked at that point.
Williams in some trouble. Here's Sumler. Oh, Sumler, free reign. No foul called. They both went up there like a bunch of gladiators doing battle midair.
Yeah, I mean, great play right there from Aquino, coming over as a low man, getting to his point, jumping straight up and down. I mean, that is a textbook wall-up right there. I mean, it doesn't get any more textbook than that.
You're looking at that replay. Great effort, but again, it's like bumper cars in midair. They collided. That looked like a hard fall. Washington to Aquino. Aquino working against Devin Bradford. Takes a slip underneath. Shot can't go. And another foul is called on Bradford, his 4th. And the boos rain down here in the Buck Dome.
Yeah, I mean, I didn't see this one either. This is another questionable call. I mean, he's literally just standing straight up. I mean, I don't know what more the ref wants him to do, man. His ref is struggling a little bit today, to be honest with you.
Son Emily is getting an explanation right now. And again, in a bit of poetic justice, Washington misses the first free throw.
Son Emily's doing exactly what the player was doing, man. I think the ref is going to go back and watch this film and be a little bit disappointed with some of his calls that he's made today.
Washington goes 1 of 2 from the line. Buccaneers maintain a 3-point lead. 9:28 to go here in the Buck Dome. Williams to the rim. Finishes this time. And that's back-to-back tries where the Panthers have just given the Buccaneers an open look down the lane. Aquino working against Bradford. No. Rebound by Blaine. Blaine pushing the pace. Buccaneers have numbers. Shot is up. And Martinez draws the foul. Now that looked eerily similar to the shot we just saw from Sumler, but this time, Conrad Martinez just put that shoulder in there a little too much.
I'll always say, as a defender, you should never take a charge on a fast break. It's just too hard to get. Defenders coming straight at you full speed. You can't move, really, if you want to be set for the charge. It's just never smart to try to take a charge. I always say try to just keep your chest on the ball, jump up, and try to contest the layup, but taking the charge almost never works on a fast break.
So Blaine. Martinez draws the foul. Blaine hits the first free throw. It's a 59-53 Buccaneer lead. Second one does not go. Aquino with the rebound. Martinez working against Williams. Across. Here's Martin. In traffic. And partially blocked by Bradford.
And that's the part about Martin's game I was talking to about earlier. He loves getting in the paint, and sometimes it gets him in trouble right there when you go amongst those trees. Most of the time, that ball will come back to you.
5th block today by the Buccaneers. Anderson, Bradford, another deflection. Devin Bradford showcasing that height and offensive speed. Blaine, Sumler to the 10. Alon Sumler. And the Buccaneers lead it by 8. 8.5 to go here. And an offensive foul. Aquino stuck out his leg. And all of a sudden, the Buck Dome is buzzing again.
Yeah, man, this is This is fun to watch. Charleston Southern is really putting High Point in a position they haven't been in a while. Really have them on the ropes right here. And High Point needs to do something to keep standing because they're taking a bunch of punches from Charleston Southern, and Charleston Southern is looking for the knockout punch right here.
High Point 1 for the last 6 from the field. It's a 5-0 Buccaneer run as it stands. As we see another look at Alon Sumler.
If I'm Charleston Southern, I'm going right at Terry Anderson. Has 4 fouls. Coach Clayton really feels the heat, so he put him back in. Really needs some points right now, so I'm going right at him if I'm Charleston Southern.
Williams to Bradford. Back to Williams, working against Martin. Spin around jumper, good from Luke Williams. And the Buccaneers have their largest lead of the day.
Yeah, that's a pro move right there. Luke Williams giving Martin some of his own takes, getting in the paint, taking his time, getting right where he wants to get, and just doing what he does.
Next dead ball takes us to immediate timeout. Panthers will need to regroup as the crowd chants defense. Martin connects from deep.
Rob Martin telling the whole crowd to be quiet. I got this. Relax. The game's not over yet.
Blaine takes it himself. Spin around to Bradford. Singare, hook shot, too strong. Anderson with the rebound. Martin tries to feed Singare, and a foul is called.
I mean, what a big-time shot from Rob Martin right there. I mean, High Point needed that in the worst way.
That takes us to immediate timeout. Things are heating up here with 7.5 to go. Don't go in right with the league and its fans. Watch, follow, like, and share with the Big South Conference. Back here in the Buck Dome, right before we went to break, that foul was against Luke Williams. And a turnover on Singare. It'll be Buccaneer basketball. They're going to have a quick review here.
High Point has challenged the previous.
So High Point challenged this, that. We'll take another look here. Looks like Will Blaine and... who is that? I think that's Martin. We're battling for it. So, Winston, while we have a minute here.
With that challenge, we have a timeout on the floor.
We'll go ahead and keep it right here. So we were just saying, Winston, history of attempts on the line here. High Point going for their 18th consecutive Big South victory. And coming off the biggest Big South margin of victory ever with that win over Gardner-Webb. Just an excellent game back and forth, and really the story of the game in the second half is in points in the paint. Both teams evenly matched, and it's just been an exciting brand of basketball we've seen.
Yeah, it has, man. I mean, we expected this to be exciting, right? Both teams play fast, both teams play hard, both teams really scored at a really, really high clip. So we expected this to be exciting, but I mean, Charleston Southern's really locked in the second half, especially these past like 5-10 minutes, and went on a run. And basketball is just a game of runs, and let's see if High Point can kind of settle down and take on this run and go over running home.
We mentioned Charleston Southern has not shot well from the field their last 10 games or so, less than 35%. They're 44% from the field right now. I've gone 9 of 24 from deep. Is this just one of those games where the shots are starting to fall for you?
Yeah, for sure. I mean, but they've shot it well all year, right? So 9 for 24 doesn't surprise me. The rebounding battle surprised me a little bit. They're one of the best rebounding teams in the country, not only in the conference, in the country. They're losing the rebound battle right now, but they're going on certain runs, and they're really making this a game and making it hard for High Point.
What are your thoughts on Son Nimley's coaching, especially with all those bigs carrying those fouls here in the second half?
I think he's done a great job of rotating all of them between Jones, Allaire, and Bradford. Obviously, Jones is your best option right now. 13 points, 13 rebounds, 3 blocks. I mean, he's been absolutely phenomenal tonight. But you don't want to just play him because he also has 3 fouls. So I think Sanini's done a great job of rotating all of them and getting them spurt minutes so they don't get in foul trouble.
Still waiting on a decision from the referee crew. If you're Flint Clayman right now for High Point, what are you telling your team?
We just got to play harder. I think that they're letting the crowd phase him a little bit. I think that they're letting the fact that their shots not falling cause them to play a different type of way. You can't play a different type of way just because your shots aren't falling right now, right? So you have to lock in. You have to dig deep, and see if you can go run you on. Win these next 4 minutes. That should be the motto. Win the next 4 minutes and see what you can do in the last.
So the call is reversed. It'll be high point basketball. 7:15 to go here in the Buck Dome. Reese Jones checks back in for Charleston Southern. Excellent sequence there from Devin Bradford, carrying those 4 fouls and a couple of blocks that came up big. Each team with three timeouts remaining. Panthers shot clock less than 10. Oh, Martin clear path to the lane. Little floater over Jones. No, too strong. Sumler with the rebound, but Anderson steals it right back. Here's a corner 3 from Washington. Yes! Scotty Washington hits the triple, and it's a 4-point Buccaneer lead. Williams to Blaine. Blaine needs some help. Oh, fights through, off the glass and in. Bryson Blaine splits 2 defenders and makes it look easy.
Great patience right there from Bryson Blaine. High Point got a little lackadaisical on their trap. He split right through it.
They're going to call a foul on Blaine. Looks like he got tripped up there. That's his 4th. Needs a little shaken up as they take one more look at that excellent layup he just had. He might have got hit in the eye, too, as Jacob Taylor will check back in for him. 6.5 to go, and looks like he might have caught an elbow there from Aquino. Setting up to be a thrilling finish here in North Charleston. Panthers battling, and they're going to call the foul on Jones.
Once in the bonus, so there go shoot a 1-on-1 right here. 2 big free throws will be huge.
Correction, that's going to be against Luke Williams, number 8, not Reese Jones, number 23. Sometimes they do the hand signals, and I can't see from this vantage point. So you mentioned we're now in the bonus, both teams in the bonus, so this game will be decided at the charity strike. As a team, High Point, 16 of 29 as Martin knocks down the first.
16 for 29 is really uncharacteristic. I mean, you've said it earlier, but it's about 55%. They usually shoot about like a 75% clip, so that's really uncharacteristic, and they've left a lot of points out there tonight.
So Martin goes 2 for 2. So, Williams to Sumler. To Jones, back to Sumler. Sumler to the rim, underneath to Jones, back to Taylor. Interesting sequence as the Buccaneers nearly turn it over. 8 seconds left in the shot clock. Hoffmeister to the rim, partially blocked. Not sure if that was Aquino or Anderson, but the Panthers have the ball. Martinez hands it off to Martin. Martin battling. Set back up again. Martinez against Williams. Aquino to Jones. Over him.
Owen Aquino is a really, really good post player, man. Hasn't really showed it tonight, but transfer from Liberty can really score over both shoulders and is really good with his back to the basket.
Buccaneers led by as many as 10 as another Buccaneer turnover. Washington and Anderson. And the shot is good. We are tied at 65, and Son Nimley wants to call timeouts.
High Point getting back to what they do, creating turnovers, getting fast break points. They're the best in the country at both of them.
A win against Western Carolina in overtime.
They did a big-time win, man. They needed that really bad. Their first D1 win of the year. So really, really good kudos to them guys for sticking out and winning and really digging deep.
So hats off to our neighbors down the road as referees are going to gather real quick. Referees are going to discuss. Panthers are saying there were 6 players on the court. And we're still waiting on a call. So it's going to be a technical foul on Charleston Southern.
Technical foul has been called against CSU for having 6 players.
That's a tough break. So Martin's going to go to the line and shoot 2.
It's a bad break, especially with High Point on the run right now, but they tried to hide it, but kudos to High Point. They pointed it out as soon as it happened. Jacob Taylor tried to get back on the bench really quickly, but High Point Ben Alert called it out, and the refs have no choice but to give him a technical foul.
So Martin goes 2 for 2. So the Panthers retake the lead.
In a game like this, the last thing you want to do is just give away 2 points, man. I mean, this might end up being a 1.2-point game, and you look back at that play and be like, the controllables. You got to control the controllables.
Last time the Panthers led was 41-40 at halftime. It's been all Buccaneers since. Again, they led by 10 with about 8 minutes to go here in the second half. But it's currently now a 12-2 Panther run as Williams dishes it off to Sumler in the corner. Still fighting. Little floater. Good. Alon Sumler ties us again.
Great patience right there, man. Great patience. Keeping this pivot foot not traveling and just pivot until he finds an open spot.
Washington thought about driving on Ola Larry. And Martin will reset. Aquino against Ola Larry. Shot too strong. Blaine with the rebounds.
Charleston Southern bigs have really done a great job in the second half of not jumping, staying down, and making High Point finish over length, which they're not really too great at.
Blaine facing a double team, needs some help. Ball goes into the hands, and Ola Larry recovers it, and we're going to see what the cause. And then they got Charleston Southern timeout. It'll be a 30-second timeout. We will keep it here. This basketball game. High Point closing on a win over Radford. That just went final. Charleston Southern still battling against Winthrop. Here in the Buck Dome, a game that has had 4 ties and 7 lead changes. Heck of a ball game between these two clubs.
Yeah, man, we couldn't have asked for a better game. This has been phenomenal, so fun to watch. Probably one of my favorite games to watch all year so far. I mean, it's had everything you wanted in the basketball game.
Buccaneers trying to inbound, gets it into Ola Larry. Ola Larry playing with 4 fouls. Sumler. Sumler drives, tries to spin around. Blaine jumper, too strong. Rebound by Anderson. Here come the Panthers. Conrad Martinez to Aquino. Martin almost lost that. And an eerie, quiet chill has gone through the Buck Dome as this upset continues to hang around. Aquino, nice rebound. Second effort, no good. Ola Larry with the rebounds.
Aquino has to take advantage of opportunities. O'Leary had to go over and help on the drive. Aquino got the easy rebound. He has to finish that, man. He has to.
Buccaneers slow the pace. Under 3.5 to play. Tied at 67.
Every possession is so precious down the stretch.
Sumler to the rim. Looked like he got partially blocked there by Martinez. Aquino to Anderson. Working against Ola Larry. And that is it for Lachey Ola Larry. His day is done.
And that's another one. I just don't understand. It's the same rep. I just don't understand what O'Leary, what more O'Leary can do. I mean, sitting there, he jumps straight up. Both his hands are in the air. He's going vertical. Terry Anderson just jumps to the side, so of course that causes him to twist. But I don't know what more he can do right there to not get a foul. I think that's great defense. That's just an unfortunate call.
And a standing ovation for Lachey Ola Larry as he makes his way to the end of the Buccaneer bench. Right now, it's Terry Anderson at the free throw line shooting 1 and 1. Misses the first, or excuse me, it's 2 shots. Misses the first one.
And maybe fouling might not be the worst thing today. I mean, they've been struggling from the line, so I guess you want to foul rather than give them a easy 2.
Reese Jones checks back in for Ola Larry. Second one drops for Anderson. And the Panthers retake the lead. And there are 3 minutes to go here in North Charleston. Williams. Blaine. Working against Washington. Loses his dribble and is a Buccaneer turnover. And Washington pounds his chest.
Bryson Blaine hasn't really been himself tonight. He seems like he's moving too fast and doesn't really have the pace that he usually has to him. Kind of just playing at one speed, and he's been getting himself in a lot of trouble tonight.
Martin to Washington, working against Hoffmeister. Floater up and drops.
Scotty Washington for the Panthers.
Washington gives the Panthers a little bit of padding, and it's a 3-point lead for the visitors. Here comes a three from Sumler! Alon Sumler ties the game as we have 2 minutes to go here in the Buck Dome.
That's big time right there. Team struggling, other team on the run. Alon Sumler says, give me the ball and let me work.
Oh, easy finish there for Martinez. Split right in between Jones and Blaine.
High Point has really been executing their offense down the stretch. Sharp cuts, sharp passes, and really getting what they want every time down the floor these last few possessions.
Buccaneers are going to have to empty the tank if they're going to want to pull this one off. Sumler to the rim. And they're going to call an offensive foul.
Well, they called out of bounds, but I just don't get how you called that one on O'Leary and you don't call that one. Like, Cuno was literally moving out to where he under him, and you don't call that foul, but you call the one when O'Leary's on the other end jumping straight up and down, man. The inconsistency from the refs tonight has really been questionable.
You're right. So it's an out-of-bounds play. It is Panther basketball, and Panthers will take a timeout. It'll be a full timeout. We will step away for a quick moment.
This is your year to think better. Learn more at remarkable.com.
Panthers lead by 2, trying to put this one away to win their 18th consecutive Big South game. Anderson working against Sumler. Anderson to the rim. Aquino gets the battle to win against Jones.
I mean, that's what big-time teams, big-time players do. When they come to crunch time, they buck up, and they do what they do best, and High Point is playing at a high level. And so is Alon Sumler,
big
man.
Shot.
Alon Sumler is putting his team on his back, keeping his team in it.
Now we have under a minute to play. Panthers content to let the clock wind down. They lead by 2.
See if Charleston Southern can finally get a stop.
Anderson working against Sumler. Anderson to the rim. Blocked by Sumler.
Sumler doing it all, baby. On the offensive end, the defensive end. 8 seconds left on the shot clock. Charleston Southern needs to buckle down, get a big-time stop right here.
Take another look here. Anderson and Sumler got him right from behind. But he and Jones had a rough collision midair. Jones finally gets up. Looks to be okay with a smile on his face. So 40 seconds of gameplay, 8 seconds on the shot clock for High Point. Aquino against Jones. Aquino, good.
I told you, man, Aquino can really score. He's had a shoulder press to throw Charleston Southern off right here. So whenever Charleston Southern drew on the clipboard, they have to go to something different.
I'm not going to lie. It looks like Coach Clayman is struggling to keep on that suit jacket. He wants to rip that off. He's a little feisty right now.
And it's just a token pressure. High Point falls back to man-to-man.
Sumler to Williams. Williams to the rim. Shot is good. 2-point game. 23 seconds.
Look for High Point to foul. Charleston Southern to foul right away.
And Williams draws the foul. That'll be his 4th. And that'll send the Panthers to the line. You mentioned they are only 21 of 35 for the day. That's exactly 60%. So you'll take your chances.
Yeah, no doubt. 60%. And that's a great play right there from the coaches of Charleston Southern. Try to get Alon Sumler downhill. They put 2 on the ball. Drew up a goal screen, putting High Point defenders in a tough decision. Got 2 people on the ball. End up giving it back to Luke Williams, let him get downhill.
So Martin goes to the line. He's 6 of 7 for the day. So he's done his part for the Panthers.
You would like to foul somebody else, but you don't have that luxury if you're Charleston Southern, right?
Yeah.
He got the ball.
Fans making noise. First one, no good. Buccaneers can tie it or win it.
Look for Charleston Southern to call a timeout. Oh, Charleston Southern won't call a timeout right here.
They're going to play it. 10 seconds to go. Alon Sumler. Here's Luke Williams. 4 seconds, 3 seconds for the tie. We got it! Luke Williams ties the game with 2 seconds to go. Timeout on the floor. 6. But it's not over.
Not at all. Look at Coach Clayman to draw something up right here. See if you can get a banana cut from one of the High Points players to get them going downhill back towards the basket. And if you're Charleston Southern, do not let him catch it running towards the other basket.
So what do the Panthers draw up here? Anderson throws it long. Heinsohn, no good. And we head to overtime. Here in the Buck Dome.
And this is the typical Charleston Southern game. Lon Sumner, 17 points. Hoffmeister, 14 points. Reese Jones, 13 points, 13 rebounds. Luke Williams, 16 points, 4 rebounds, 3 assists. I mean, it's so spread out. Bryson Blaine, who's the leading scorer, only has 9. I mean, this has been nothing short of great.
Bucks win the tip. It'll be Sumler bringing it across for the Buccaneers. And here's Williams, the man behind the mask.
And you better bet your last dollar that this will be a heavy dose of Luke Williams and Lon Sumner.
Sumler try to get the 3 off. Nothing doing. Drives to the rim. Floater off the glass. Too strong. Washington couldn't get the rebound. Son Emily wanted an out-of-bounds play. Nothing doing. Here come the Panthers. Martin guarded tightly by Hoffmeister. Martin, step-back jumper, no good. Rebound goes to Jones. You can tell these guys are gassed. The pace has been cut back dramatically here in overtime. Williams to the rim. Not quite. Washington gets the board. And we have 4 minutes to go. Here's Aquino. And they're going to call Taylor on the foul.
Yeah, definitely gas, especially at the pace that both of these teams play. They fly up and down the court, and then you've had foul trouble today, too. So you haven't had the amount of bodies you usually have subbing in and out. And that's a good foul from Taylor right there. Don't give up an easy bucket down the stretch. They haven't shot the ball well from the free throw line today, and a missed free throw is the reason we're in this overtime right now. So make them go on.
Martin only went 1 of 2 there. He could have closed this one out. Instead, he went 1 of 2, and Williams with the shot that still reverberating across North Charleston. Aquino goes 1 of 2. So 21 of 37 for the Panthers today from the charity stripe. Williams working against Martin. Here's Hoffmeister. He's been a quiet second half. Williams thought about the 3. Shot clock at 14. And the Bucks will reset with Sumler. 10 seconds to shoot. Sumler making a run. Taylor from the corner. Yes!
What a diaper dandy!
Jacob Taylor with ice in his veins propels the Buccaneers ahead by 2. Martinez on the response.
I mean, Conrad Martinez is an absolute sniper, man. If he gets any space, it's going up, and it's more than likely going in. I'll tell you that much.
And we have 3 minutes to go here in overtime. Charleston Southern, High Points, maybe the game of the year. Sumler for 3. Hoffmeister with the rebound, and it's a jump ball. It'll go to the Panthers.
A lot of deep breaths on the floor right now. A lot of walking, but it's overtime, man. Nobody cares. You got to dig deep. It takes everything right here. You got to leave it all on the floor, and you're worried about tomorrow. Later.
Martinez running the point. Aquino. Martinez leans in, so Jones can't get it. Rebound to Taylor.
Try to draw the foul right there. Rich Jones got lucky. He left his feet. Conrad tried to draw the foul right there, but the refs didn't give it to him.
2.5 to play. Williams. Hoffmeister in traffic. Off the left hand. Nothing doing. No foul called. Ball knocked away, and it stays with the Panthers. And the Buccaneer bench is beside themselves. Back-to-back trips, and the referees did not give them any whistles.
Yeah, I mean, it looked like a foul. It looked like Hoffmeister got hit in his arm from Aquino, but the refs were swallowing that wrist at his overtime, letting him play.
Looks like Jones also got a right hand held up in the rebound, too. Panthers lead by 1, trying to put this game away. Fans chanting defense as we approach 2 minutes to play. Anderson to the rim, and that's off the glass and in.
Oh, my goodness. What a finish with the left hand from Terry Anderson. Kiss it high off the glass. That's beautiful. Big time plays down the stretch.
Look out. Here's Sumler. Offensive foul.
I don't know, man. I mean, as a big, you're taught to do that, right? That was a good seal from Reese Jones right there, and you'll see it on the replay. He sealed him. I guess he knocked Keno off balance, and it looked like he might have pushed him. I mean, but that's just a good seal right there, him sealing up. I don't know about that one either, man. I mean, it's a tough call.
That's the 4th for Jones. Buccaneers need a stop here. As we approach 90 seconds to play in overtime, it's a 3-point Panther lead.
The problem with that call is they haven't called it all game.
Aquino working against Jones, and that's it.
They haven't called that play all game, and then they wait till overtime with 2 minutes left to call it.
And Reese Jones' day is done.
I mean, what a day. What a day from Reese Jones, though. 13 points, 14 rebounds, 3 big-time blocks, 2 assists. I mean, he's been huge for the Bucks today.
And Son Nimley needs to watch himself. He's about to get a technical. Son Nimley has given the referee an earful. And he's still jawing. Aquino's first free throw is good.
And he's outraged, and I will be too. They haven't called that play all night. It's been happening all night. Big seal up, and the seal there on defender. So a guard can go get the layup, and they haven't called it all day, but they wait the 2 minutes left in the overtime to make that call. And as a coach, I can see your frustrations from that. I mean, it just doesn't make sense.
Nimley still going. Under 90 seconds to go. Oh, steal by Martinez. Martinez tried to get timeout, but there was no possession. So Buccaneers trail by 5. Where do you go in terms of your bag of tricks now?
I mean, first of all, they got to cross half court in 5 seconds. They have to get this ball quickly up court. And now you have to lock in and get a good shot. Like, you have to execute right here. This is the biggest possession of the game. You have to get something good.
Sumler, Williams, Hoffmeister, Bradford, and Taylor on the court for the Bucks. Sumler for 3. No. Rebound by Hoffmeister. Shot is blocked, and the foul is called. Anderson's day is done. That's his 5th. And Jesse Hoffmeister will go to the line.
That's another one that looked clean, man. It looked clean, and then that's Terry Anderson's 5th. I mean, we'll see the replay of it, but the ref said he got him on the elbow, and it's good for Hoffmeister to knock both of these down, make this a one-possession game. Now High Point has to go elsewhere.
So Hoffmeister heads to the line for the first time today.
And that's a big loss for High Point, not only because it's Terry Anderson that best scored today, but it's also he's 8 for 12 from the free throw line. He's been one of their best free throw shooters.
Oddly enough, only 5 players have gone to the line today for High Point. Washington's 3 of 6, Martin 6 of 8, Anderson 8 of 12, as Hoffmeister hits the first. Aquino is 3 for 4, and Miller is 4 for 10. So Hoffmeister shooting 60% from the line on the season, hits the first, needs to hit the second here. Too strong. Bucks trail by 4. 1 minute to play. Martin will gingerly walk this up the floor. Fans trying to pour every ounce of energy they have back into this team as Washington for the dagger. No! Williams gets the rebound, and the Buccaneers have life. Here's Sumler driving to the rim. And
that's exactly what you want right there. Clock stop. You can score while the clock stop. You want to go quick, but you want to get something good. And you got Alana Sumler going down to a strong hand, gets fouled. gets to the free throw line. Lon Sumner 1 for 2 for the day. See if you can make both of these, and if you just get one, it's still a one-possession game, and there's 5 seconds left. So after these free throws, you try to go for a couple steals, and then you'll foul.
So Sumler's going to be at the line. Sumler, 60% free throw shooter on the season. We talked about it earlier in the broadcast. Buccaneers missed 11 free throws against Winthrop on Wednesday. That came back to bite them. Sumler hits the first. On the day today, Buccaneers are 8 of 14. Sumler can cut it to a 2-point game with 35 seconds to play.
And this speaks to the depth of Charleston Southern. Their leading scorer, leading rebounder, has been on the bench for this entire overtime, and they're still in it. He hasn't played well today, and it's just next man up. Some days you just don't have it, and he didn't have it today. And next man up, and you just continue to get the job done.
Sumler hits the second, and Son Nimley.
You want to try to get a couple fouls. You're probably not going to play this all the way out because then you only have 5 seconds. But I definitely would try to get a couple traps, try to get a steal here and there, and then foul. I mean, if you foul with 20 seconds, it's still a very long time to play.
And that looks like what the Buccaneers are going to do. As the press is on, Aquino gets it, and Martin will bring it up the court.
It looks like Charleston Southern might play it out. They have 1 timeout left, so if they get a stop and get a rebound, they can call a timeout right away and draw something up.
Coach Clayman gives Martin a word about a 4-second difference between shot clock and game clock.
I just question this because after this happens, it's only going to be 5 seconds.
3 seconds. Martin to put the game on ice. No. 3 seconds to go, and Son Nimley calls timeouts. And the Buccaneers will have a chance to either tie or win once again. Buccaneers have one last prayer. They could use it right here.
Lon Sumner's been taking out the ball all year. He's going to do it again right now. So I think you have to go to Lon Sumner. I'll look for something quick. Maybe pass it into somebody, give it right back to a Lon Sumner. I mean, I'm really interested to see what Coach Nimley drew up.
So Sumler, Hoffmeister, Taylor, Williams, and Bradford are on the court. Bradford gets it.
Right back
Here's
to Sumler.
2 seconds, 1 second for the win! Off the mark, and High Point survives. Panthers win their 18th straight Big South game. Your final from Charleston Southern.